You have given a lot of mock tests for GMAT, and every time you're getting around 710, 720, 740. But in your actual GMAT, you end up getting around 600, 620, 650. Do you know one of the reasons why your score in the mock test and the score in actual GMAT does not match? Because you start judging your performance. Recently, one of my students gave a mock test and she got all first in the quant section. In the first 9 questions, she got all of the questions right. In the 10th question, she took time to solve the question and she took around 4 to 5 minutes. And after that, her performance dipped. So she started getting questions wrong continuously. Next 6 questions were wrong, and probably I think around 16 or 17 questions, she again got 2 or 3 questions right. And overall, she was taking more time than required. Do you know what happened? She judged her performance on that particular question. She started judging. She was thinking, oh, is that question right? Is that question wrong? I must have taken a lot of time. Did I miss something? Do you see that we are judging ourselves? And in quant or probably in verbal, you're not 100% sure that the question you're doing, is it 100% right or not? It's a game of probabilities. Some people have a probability of 99%. And some people have a probability of 80%. But if you just, we want to be certain that whatever I'm doing, it has to be right. And if it's not right, I'll start judging my performance. Then the problem starts. Because she judged her performance and she was really doubtful. What happens when you start doubting yourself? Automatically, you get that kind of confusion, that self-doubt, and you lose that motivation. Because in actual GMAT or probably in the mocks, the most important thing that you need to learn is to invest yourself in the questions. But if you're doubtful about something, that means you don't believe yourself anymore. Despite, you have scored really well in the mock test, but during the exam, because you're judging yourself. And when you judge yourself, you lose that, involvement with the question. And once you lose that involvement, automatically you start making a lot of silly mistakes. And when we discuss, from probably I think question number 10 till 16, all the questions were wrong. And when we discussed the questions that she got wrong, she could solve all the questions easily. She made a lot of silly mistakes. She didn't write the question properly. She, when she was calculating, on the paper it was C, but she marked E. And then she was solving some questions in which, there were some exceptions that you need to consider. She forgot to take those exceptions. For example, it was a square and she forgot to take 0. She just assumed all the squares to be positive. But you cannot expect that kind of mistake from a person who is already scoring really well in the mock test. And it's not one mock test, back to back, 7-8 mock tests, she's scoring around 710, 720. But during the exam, just because she judged herself and she lose that motivation or that involvement in the question, that was responsible for that dip in the score. So if you're taking your mock tests and if you're going to give your GMAT, stop judging your performance during the test. Because if you judge yourself, you will lose the motivation, you will lose that drive, you will lose that investment into the question. And the moment you lose it, the paper is gone. That is one of the reasons that so many students who score around 720, 730 in their mock test, they fall to 600, 620, 650 in their actual GMAT. So stop judging your performance during the test. Thank you.